Thanks for logging on to ABC15.com. I'm meteorologist Hermosillo. Get ready for some gusty winds today. We are under a wind advisory, fire alerts in effect across our state, and also dust alerts for portions of Arizona. Temperatures are also dropping a bit further today. Wind advisories posted across most of northern Arizona, all of eastern Arizona and southeastern Arizona, but also for the Phoenix metro. Not visible right now, but the Phoenix area is under a wind advisory, and we are also under a red flag warning, at least for most of the Phoenix metro and all of southern Arizona, as we are going to see a heightened threat for wildfires today with strong winds, very dry conditions, all of that creating the perfect ingredients for wildfires to get going and spread very quickly. So use extra caution today. Plus, there are dust alerts already issued for southeast Arizona, where blowing dust is likely because of the strong winds that we're going to feel today. Here's how strong winds will get by this afternoon. Gusts here in the Phoenix metro as high as 40 miles an hour. So we could certainly see some hazy, dusty conditions around the valley, and across northern Arizona, gusts to 50 miles an hour with gusts to 45 miles an hour in the southeastern portions of our state. So very strong winds as we track a disturbance moving across the Four Corners region. That disturbance will push off to the east as we go through the day today, but again, we'll feel those strong winds across our state. Slight chance of a shower in northeast and northern Arizona, but outside of that, the valley looking to stay dry. Going into tomorrow, winds will be a little lighter, but then we'll track another disturbance that'll clip by to our north by the end of the week, and that'll bring back the stronger winds and potentially some rain chances for the high country. The valley still looking dry though through the next 7 days. Instead, our temperatures trending closer to average these next couple of days in the upper 80s. By Thursday, back into the 90s, but then we've got another temperature drop heading our way by the end of the week into the weekend. So today, windy, mostly sunny by this afternoon. Highs in the mid to upper 80s across the valley. Again, pretty close to that 30-year average, which is 88. Across the state, 87 for Phoenix, low 80s to our west, 70s in Kingman and in Sedona, with upper 50s and windy conditions in Flagstaff. 87 and windy today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Those winds a little lighter, but then breezes crank back up as we go into the end of the week. The strongest winds again by Friday, and then cooler temperatures going into the weekend. ABC15.com. I'm meteorologist Hermosillo. We're going to get some gusty winds across the state today, and that's going to bring a heightened fire danger. We are also under wind advisories, and we've got dust alerts for portions of our state because of the stronger winds we're expecting today. And temperatures, they're dropping a bit in comparison to where we were yesterday, and certainly in comparison to the weekend, we won't be as warm. But the Phoenix metro is under a wind advisory this afternoon into the evening. Also a red flag warning. Blowing dust will be a possibility, and we have that heightened wildfire threat because of the strong winds and very low humidity. Winds will be sustained this afternoon between 15 and 30 miles an hour across the valley. Gusts, though, could peak near that 40-mile-an-hour mark. And again, relative humidity is going to be pretty low, between 10 and 15%. So that is what's going to contribute to the high fire threat. The valley's under wind advisory, but wind advisories are also posted for northeast, east, and southeast Arizona today. And this afternoon, again, the entire southern half of the state is under a red flag warning because of that heightened fire threat. We are also under a blowing dust advisory in far southeast Arizona. If you're traveling from the valley down to New Mexico, for example, or southeast Arizona, watch for areas of blowing dust, especially along I-10. So strong crosswinds will be a possibility if you're traveling around our state, blowing dust, and we've got that elevated wildfire threat today. Wind gusts in the valley peak near 40 miles an hour, but gusts in northern Arizona could be as high as 50 miles an hour, with gusts up to 45 miles an hour in southeast Arizona. These winds are cranking up as we track a disturbance that's clipping by across the Four Corners region. It's bringing enough moisture for a slight chance of a shower or two in northern Arizona and northeast Arizona, but the valley looking to stay dry. At most, again, we're going to feel those winds, and we'll see some of those high clouds. And then we'll watch for another disturbance to clip by to our north by the end of the week. That one will bring another round of winds, but it's still looking too dry for the valley. So no rain chances for the valley, just the high country getting in on a slight chance of showers again by the end of the week. Temperatures for the valley trending down today only in the upper 80s, but that's actually right near average for this time of year. Tomorrow also near average in the upper 80s before we bump back into the low 90s by Thursday. And then with that other disturbance clipping by, temperatures will trend back down as we get some cooler, drier air in here by Saturday, all the way down into the low 80s. So Saturday looking to be the coolest day of the week. Today, mid to upper 80s across the valley with mostly clear skies. Some high clouds out there across the valley. 87 today for Phoenix, 84 at Lake Havasu, 70 in Windy and Kingman, 71 today in Winslow. Tonight, temperatures cool into the 20s in Flagstaff, so below freezing up there, but down into the 40s in Sedona, upper 30s in Payson, and we'll see those lows dropping into the 50s to low 60s across central Arizona and across the valley. Tomorrow morning starting out with some lighter winds, and tomorrow's winds look lighter overall, but those breezes will be back by Thursday, and we've got some windy conditions again on Friday before cooler air moves in. Breezes backing off by Sunday as temperatures approach the 90s again and warm into the 90s going into early next week.